Johnson now returning. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now it's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. So that'll back them up 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to go down again. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. On 2nd down, Elliott.
24-yard line.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
The tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer, because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But, boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
Keenan Allen, 45 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Ty Long set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dalton. And there is has Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
From midfield here, Dalton. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Draw play, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Greg Zuerlein.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Returning it, Johnson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And the Chargers
Give him 30 yards there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And it drops down incomplete. Brings up. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Dalton. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Dalton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, Barbados with the hustle, pockets,
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And Dalton to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. 20, 10, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Take over.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, Keenan Allen couldn't pull that one in, but now it's 3rd and goal.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Herbert now. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Late to number 13.
Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Michael Badgley lining up.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Check it back, check it back.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Passing, it's Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jordan Lewis, and he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's 4th down.
Running with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
And at the 41-yard line.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dalton, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Run for Pollard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
A 3-yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ready? Mike Fox.
into the air. Dalton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Cowboys on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. 12 yards there and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
26.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Dalton.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And 6.
So now Dalton. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check nickel. Check. Check hot right. Hot. Alert flat. Slam. Alert 3. Rush in.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
48-yard line.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this